Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the age-old question of where do vegans get their protein? I do want to start this video too by saying that I am not a doctor. I am not a physician. However, I do have a degree in public health. I have taken college health courses as well as nutrition classes. So I am trained in these things, and I was trained to educate people, especially in third world countries, about nutrition. So while I may not be your doctor or a doctor, I do have some training and I have a degree that is based on this information. So I always say consult your doctor before you make any major lifestyle changes. And yeah, that's how I wanted to just go ahead and put a disclaimer out there. Now we've all heard of iron deficiency, B12, vitamin D, all of those types of things, maybe calcium, but very rarely, if ever, anyone has ever heard of a protein deficiency. But for some reason, that seems to be what everybody wants to know, is where do you get your protein? Well, we're gonna start this off thinking about it this way. So people eat cows, for example. What do cows eat? Grass. They're massive animals and they eat grass. That's where they get their protein. So think about it in terms of the food chain, right? So your food source initially got their food source from plants. How crazy is that? So that's the way I like to think about it. Now there are some things that of course are carnivorous, but for the most part, chickens, same thing, plants. Cows, plants. Deer, plants. Plants. That's where nature itself gets its protein from. Now you've got things like lions and cheetahs that are not necessarily eating all plants, but we're also not eating them, so I kind of moved them out of the equation. But that's how nature intended it, was for us to eat plants. So I'm gonna go through a typical couple days with you guys, and I'm gonna post on this screen the Chronometer breakdown. Chronometer is a free app that you can download that goes into detail about how many nutrients are in each food, so it can break down fiber, carbs, fat, and protein, whatever you want to know about the food, it'll break it down for you. So I'm going to put on the screen a couple of examples of a day. So on this day, and I'm just looking at it on my phone, this is a typical day. This has no beans added, no legumes, and also nothing like tofu or seitan or tempeh or anything added. So if we were to, now this is what I would have for breakfast. So I would have a potato with the skin on it. It says boiled, but I put it in the microwave, whatever, it doesn't matter. And so that's about 3 large potatoes, or that's about 3 medium potatoes, some asparagus, and that's my breakfast. So I put balsamic vinegar on my potatoes and some salt, and then asparagus with just some lemon juice and salt. Okay. Lunch, we're gonna have some canned corn, and this is creamed corn, which doesn't actually contain cream, it's just how it's cooked. And we're gonna have some cabbage. Okay. For dinner, we're gonna have a broccoli cheese casserole recipe coming soon. So that's just gonna be Hannah's, high carb Hannah's cheese sauce. And that's where you'll see the cashews and everything. I went ahead and broke that down. And that potato at the beginning is also including some of that. So we're gonna just, Hannah's cheese sauce, which is potatoes and cashews, is the main 2 ingredients. So that's what I put in here. And then we're gonna put some rice with it and some broccoli. Okay. And then, because I love me something sweet at the end of the night, we are going to have Kiki's chocolate lava cake. So if you put all of that together, that is 49 grams of protein. Now, the average woman needs between 40 and 50 grams of protein per day. I say average woman because there are so many different conditions that could change this, right? So the average woman needs 40 to 50 grams of protein. That is 49 grams of protein that I just showed you, and that has no legumes in it, and it has no meat substitutes. So nothing like tofu or anything like that, okay? So let's go through what the protein content of some of those those things are. So if we talk about legumes, I'm just going to give you 2 examples. Lentils have 9 grams of protein per 100 grams. 100 grams is about 3.5 ounces. 3.5 ounces, yeah. So if you think about 3.5 ounces, that's a pretty big amount. That's about a half a cup of lentils. Raw pinto beans have 21 grams of protein per 100 grams. Soy products, tofu has 8 grams of protein per 100 grams. Grains, rolled oats, 13.5. Brown rice, 2.6. Quinoa, 4.5. These are all per 100 grams or 1 cup cooked for that quinoa. Vegetables, potatoes, 10 grams of protein per 500, which is 2 grams per 100 grams. Cauliflower, 1.9 per 100, and spinach, 2.9. So what you'll notice is that everything has protein in it, and you just don't ever really notice it until you kind of break it down that way. So trust me, vegans are not stretched for protein. We are not. I eat tons of potatoes, tons of broccoli. I eat legumes. I didn't put it in this chronometer one because I wanted to show you what it's like, just say very basic without all of that additional to it. So getting protein is no issue. You can see by all these examples that I've given you that you're not stressed for protein. Protein is so widely available in all of these sources that you just don't realize. And vegans, we're not stressed for protein any more than a meat eater is. And I don't ever count my calories. I don't count my protein or anything, but if someone asks me, I'll put it in there and show them this is how much calories it is, or this is how much protein, this is how much fiber. So I really want you guys to just think about that, and the next time someone asks where do you get your protein, pretty much the same place that their protein gets their protein. So plants are going to give you every single thing that you need to live. Now, the doctors that I've read their books and done the research, they do recommend a vitamin B12 supplement, and that's going to be for vegans and non-vegans. That's going to be for everybody because B12 is actually a bacteria that grows in the soil and on plants, and we wash everything and make it super clean. So could be deficient in vitamin B12. That is everything I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on bell notifications so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, I'm thinking about making this a series, where do vegans get their blank? So we could do calcium, we could do fiber, we could do fat, we could do whatever you wanted to do. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.